to draw a little bit because I feel like I'm talking a lot and it's a little too abstract. And this initiative I call the ITCH. It's an acronym because I have a thing for acronyms. I like to make funny acronyms. So the ITCH stands for Investing in the Creative Hunch. And there's a number of different terms I've come up with and trying to do this. And what I call social cultural networking, because we all know what social networking is. When I think about what people got out of being involved in the Red Talking Art House, it was, you know, this social networking that was going on. But it was as if it was enriched through all kinds of cultural events. That when I was trying to think of, well, how do I make, what's of value? Like if I have a lot of money, I can easily pay anybody to do what I need to have them do. But if I don't have money, then what do I do? And something that I see of immense value today, that we give so much value to, is social networking. Like that's where, when I started to see this more clearly, I was looking at the whole phenomenon of Facebook. How many people are on Facebook? The hours they spend on Facebook. They might work a day job and be on the computer all day, go home, get back on the computer for free. Like nobody's going to pay them. They're going to do it because they get something out of it. Connectivity, they feel connected, they get to see friends, they get the pictures, the news, all kinds of different things. They'll put that time in because of what they get out of it, which is connection. So investing in the Creative Hunch is all based on identifying what can help to fuel a lot of logistical administrative work in the arts without having funding to do it. Because every artist that has a project is usually buried up to here dealing with the logistics of it. They don't have money to pay anybody to do it. Even if they get a grant, the grant is almost always not enough money to pay for the administrative support, because it's not just administrative support, but you have artist fees. So you're usually paying the artist. It's just not enough money anyway. So the way that this idea works is that right now we have about 13, 14 different projects. I'm going to use the example of 5 projects because it's just easier to think. 5 projects, and the goal will be for each of these projects to form a team of 5 people. And each of these people would be contributing just 5 hours a week. To help support this project. So when you have pretty much any artist project has a lot of the same needs. You know, you need somebody to update the website. You need somebody to send out, do the PR marketing on Facebook. You know, send out to listings of the product. You need to have a lot of writing done. You need somebody to edit it. You know, there's a lot of overlap between those things. And if you don't have the money to pay somebody to do all that, it's really hard to find a volunteer that will do all that and keep doing it because it's too much. So you break it down into these little parts. You know, so that one person, you know, say I had somebody at the art house, she did it for like 3 years. She would prepare the weekly emailer and send it out each week. And maybe it was like 3 hours a week. You know, each week for 3 years she did it. You know, it's just easy, right? But for a project leader, it's huge because that's just like another logistical thing that, it's the straw that breaks the camel's back, right? It's that sense. It's all these little details. So what happens is that it's not just about work. If you think of, these are people giving to the project, right? But what happens is that, starting this now, we put a story. The goal is to put a story out, have each of the projects be sending it out on their list to say, this is a new idea of social cultural networking. It's about social networking in the arts. It's about getting involved in creative projects where you can meet people and through a small commitment, get access to all kinds of maybe free performances, dance performances, theater performances, musical performances, have different private parties and things to go to. But to also organize through the informal, lovely things of like dinner parties, potluck dinners. Everybody loves food, you gather around food. So the goal is that each of these will have their own separate dinner party. If there's a process of how this works, there's a story that happens. People read the story, they get interested, they call the project leaders to say, oh, I saw you had a posting for, you're looking for somebody to do editing. I could do editing. And each project forms their team. And then they have a gathering, say, if I'm forming my team, I'll be like, well, okay, next Thursday at my place, we're going to do a dinner party, potluck, and I'm going to bring the team together. In fact, why don't you invite a friend as well? So that you have each of the team members, but then they each, invite a friend also. So from just one project alone, you have 10 people gathering together for food. Maybe there's a video, a demonstration of what the project's about. And they're all meeting each other for the first time. It's social networking from the get-go. Yeah? That at the end of that dinner party, hopefully at least half of those people would be like, wow, that was a really fun evening. I'm excited to be involved in this. Is this making sense so far? It's hard. I find I struggle with just talking about a conversation. So then what happens is you have these 5 projects, each their dinner parties, and then you have a joint mixer, where everybody, comes together. I might have to draw this a different way. And 5 projects, they each have a team of 5 people, and you say, and invite a friend again, or somebody that might be interested. And you all meet at a place, maybe the Red Coffee, with the Young, wherever. It could be a different place, different times. But say this happens every 2 months. So imagine if we did something like that in this space. 5 projects, 5 team members, that's 25 people, just the teams. Invite friends, it's 50 people. And it's all coming together around culturally interesting projects. There's theater, there's dance, there's music, there's poetry. You come to a gathering like that, and it makes it so easy to approach anybody, because you go up to anybody in the room and say, so what project are you involved in? You don't have to, it's not like superficial social networking, like, so, where are you from, what do you do kind of thing, but you're already immediately can begin talking about, oh, so you're involved with that project. I saw that on the website. Oh, so you're doing social media. I do social media for this project. And then people are connecting with each other. Because I feel like the key part of this is the links between the different people that are on the team. Because of and this is the social networking part that's different, that I think that a lot of artists don't realize that they can facilitate. Because as an artist, I can say, well, okay, if you help me, I can give you free tickets to my show. Okay, that's one exchange. That's cool, that's great. What else can I offer? I have a workshop, you can come take my workshop, right? But something that's unseen that I didn't realize that when I started the Red Poppy, that I discovered through the process, was that there's a whole world that happens even apart from me. That's the volunteers connecting with each other. You know, they're connecting with each other, forming relationships that make this come to be an important part of their life. Not because you, the artists, are so important necessarily. Hopefully, you know, you're inspiring and, you know, keep the projects inspired to keep the whole thing moving, but it's because they also inspire each other. They form relationships, and the relationships are the value.
So you know what that's called in technology?
What?
That's a peer-to-peer network.
Yeah.
Peer-to-peer.
It's what?
Peer-to-peer.
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 So the value, I lost my train of thought. Is there any questions on this? If I had a projector and if I had internet, and I don't have either here, it'd be good if I could show the website, because on the website, essentially, you'll have a couple links that explains the idea, like what is investing in Creative Hunch. Everybody knows what it is to have a hunch. You know, it doesn't even have to do with the arts. It could be, has to do with anything.
Thanks for the nice sense.